28th of August 2018. Welcome to New Vision TV News around Uganda, and let us start today's bulletin from ARUA district. There was excitement in ARUA municipality yesterday after Gulu High Court Judge Stephen Mubiru granted bail to the Member of Parliament elect KASSIANO WADRI, Chadondo Eastern Purba Chagulanyi alias Bobi Wine, and the rest of the treason suspects arrested during the by-election 2 weeks ago. A group of youth quickly gathered at ARUA Hill Boma grounds to celebrate the court's decision. However, the police moved in quickly to disperse them. Some of the people New Vision TV spoke to expressed joy, saying the court should continue to be independent and uphold the Constitution. Hassan Odriga, the watchman in ARUA, said he was happy after learning that court had granted the MPs and their co-accused bail. He said the accused needed to receive treatment for the injuries they sustained when they were tortured. On the issue of court stopping WADRI from accessing his constituency for 3 months, Odriga said the people should remain calm and wait for WADRI to return home. News from Wakiso District. Wakiso District Deputy Chief Administrative Officer Waswa Musokoi has advised the youth to stop engaging in gambling but rather engage in more productive activities. Musokoi made the remarks during a training for youth who benefited from the Youth Livelihood Fund at the district headquarters. Musokoi asked the Youth Livelihood Project Fund beneficiaries to move back to their villages so that they can start engaging in productive activities like agriculture and animal rearing on a bigger scale. Musokoi urged that Wakiso district is becoming an urban place, and so there is limited land, making it difficult for one to practice production on a large scale. Wakiso District Youth Livelihood Program focal person Lukia Nacheyune revealed that 35 youth groups were given 316 million shillings for development. Nacheyune said the training was intended to ensure that the youth do not misuse the money. For those of you who have not yet bought your copy of the New Vision, this is what you're missing. The headlining story today says Bobi Wine, 32 others get bail. We see WADRI barred from ARUA for 3 months. The stories are on page 6 and 7 of the New Vision. And then the front page today shows the President of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and Abdallah Luwalira, he's the chairperson of Nachaya Parish in Mityana district, and the headline there says land eviction, Mityana residents petition Museveni. So the story is on page 3 if you would like to know what was happening in Mityana and why Mityana residents decided to petition the president. The story is right here on page 3 of the New Vision. And also Archbishop Ntagali said to retire in 2020. 2020 is just a year away after 2019. Then in 2020, the Archbishop will be throwing in the towel. Who will replace him? The details are in today's copy of the New Vision. Now, moving on to another headline in here, we see lack of knowledge, laziness, fueling poverty, says the President of Uganda. The page is here on page 4 of the New Vision. Okay, more stories that you could read when you buy your copy. We see Dr. Sheila Ndanabanji hailed for contribution towards health. We also have the story there. Bariam Labour calls for probe in on MOOPs. That is an interesting story you should read when you get your copy of the New Vision. Now let's move on to what the pullouts that come out every Tuesday. The Oil and Gas Journal. Your Tuesday offering, it says oil projects known to greasing local suppliers' pockets. Okay, those are the things we need to know from this sector. Then Bunyoro wants shares in UNOC. Why and how did it come about? The story is right here in the Oil and the Gas Journal. Also, every day we are offering you my holiday companion. It says Nabuyondo, the pianist. this girl here has a talent. She plays a piano. So if you're told you also play a piano, stories right here on how this little girl decided to, embrace that talent. Moving on to her vision. Her vision is also a pullout that comes out every Tuesday. It says, for where the grooms women leaders. Interesting there. Her vision talks about anything about women. So stories right there. Okay, the female barber winning many's hearts. Interesting. Have you ever seen a female barber? Her vision has the story in detail for you. Now let's go straight to the sports docket, which says U17 show. And then Cubs will make you proud. Kabshenga will pick 2. That's some of the headlines in the sports docket today. So get your copy of the New Vision at only 2,000 shillings. And as I always tell you, we are proudly the leading daily. You are watching New Vision TV news around Uganda. I am Rev Nsamba. Let us continue looking at more stories making headlines across the country. From KABALE district, Bunyoro Kingdom has hailed the late Rev Nsamba, who for his dedicated service to the kingdom during his time as the Prime Minister. The kingdom message was delivered by the Prime Minister of Bunyoro Kingdom, ARUA, as they paid their last respect at the burial of Reverend Jackson Nsamba at his ancestral home in Nkanje village, KABALE town, on Sunday. Flanked by the head of the royal clan, Okwi, and royal commissioner, Yolamo Nsamba, Chakutaga praised the late Reverend Kasozi for his social services programs he promoted during his leadership as the Prime Minister of Bunyoro Kingdom from 2012 to 2015. He had built a technical institute in his home near the Nganji, where he later handed over to Bunyoro Diocese for management. The late Reverend Nsamba died on Friday after a short illness in Kampala. Retired Bishop Kefa Kamia, who led the send-off service, asked Christians to strive for eternal life while still alive on earth, because anytime God can call them. Moving on to one of the neighboring districts there, which is KABALE. Now a parent has dragged Bishop Asili Nasruddin boarding and primary school in Southern Division KABALE municipality to the KABALE High Court over missing 9-year-old pupil. The parent, identified as Tadeo Ruzindantaro, the proprietor of Zebra Imprints and Stationers along Nasa Road in Kampala and a resident of KABALE municipality, accused the school of allegedly releasing his daughter Benathi Nimurungi to his divorced wife Nancy Kiranda without his consent. Through his lawyer Timothy Twikiriza of Twikiriza and Company Advocates, Ruzindantaro claimed that on April 23, 2018, the school head teacher, Sister Margaret Tusime, collaborated with Kiranda and smuggled Nimurungi, a primary 4 people, to South Africa, where Kiranda resides. Now, Ruzindantaro, who married Kiranda in 2013, divorced in 2010. In 2010, Kiranda abandoned Nimurungi with her father to reside in South Africa. And that's all I had for you from me, Rev Nsamba, and the New Vision TV team. Remember, you can get more news updates and other programs on New Vision TV by visiting our website www.newvision.co.ug/video. I am Rev Nsamba.